Hey everybody, and welcome to the next game that I'm going to play, which is Wasteland 2, the Director's Cut. Now the reason why I play this is of course because the post-apocalyptic / Wasteland series has started on my channel, and I really was into the mood to go and play games that use that setting for inspiration, but also to kind of, get a better feeling for it. We of course already have Metro 2033, but this one is also one that is very high up there and a lot of positive feedback it has gotten. Now the Director's Cut is a upgraded version. It has better graphics, better UI, but also more voice acting, which I think is very important. You actually get both of them if you buy them, so I actually have the original as well. And yeah, I have only played maybe half an hour to kind of test it out, but this is basically an open world RPG with turn-based combat where a lot of the things you do will decide the outcome. There's a lot of role-playing involved, so we will create our heroes. We will not only, for example, give them names and a background, but they can have religion, different skills, etc., etc. So it's going to be incredibly in-depth. Basically, they say in the trailer too, like, two people who play the same game will have a completely different experience, and though, a lot of games kind of say that, the default Ranger Squad. No, we will create. So this will take a little while, so I will not actually show you guys everything because I, for example, also can write the biography. So what I will do is you can actually, for example, you can change the portrait. You have all these. You can actually also make a 3D pictures. You can see here. But you have religion, what kind of smokes they smoke, the ethnicity. Here, all these things. So it is incredibly in-depth. So I'll turn off the recording, and I'll see you guys back when I have made the 4 characters. So here, first of all, we have me, Kanoa. Though I don't look really like him, a little bit, I guess. I went for a kind of normal look. Age 26, no religion. And here's the biography. So Kanoa was once a YouTuber when the world, I'm not, but was when the world was still in one piece. Now that the bombs have fallen and everything turned to ash and dust, he traveled far and long as he was separated from his fellow companions. He eventually found residence among a small group of rangers who took it upon themselves to train Kanoa as one of them. Though lacking any combat experience, Kanoa had good wits and knew how to extract certain information out of people. He would often join small expeditions as a radio operator and negotiator. Now here you have the combat skills. Again, I will do this off camera, but I just wanted to show you guys how deep this actually goes. So these are your standard things that you have, for example, in Fallout 2, where you have intelligence, speed, strength, etc., etc. Here you have the different weapon classes, and that's all pretty much, your standard thing in RPGs. But here, you actually have knowledge. So you have alarm disabling, computer, demolitions, field medic. Toaster repair is a little weird thing, but that's the thing. You have things like animal whisperer, then barter, brute force, and then hard ass. Basically, KSS, these are all the types that give you extra conversation options. So this will be my attributes. I will have a luck of 4, awareness of 4. This is because I'm pretty much lucky. I'm well aware with the work that I actually do in film. I'm kind of fast because I'm very tall. And kind of this. Then I have the weapons that I will use will be bladed. I will have lockpicking as my special skill here, and I will have this smart ass option. So you can do kick ass, kiss ass, hard ass. I'm not a very hard guy, but smart ass is kind of like manipulating. So that's what I can do. Oh Jesus! Look how many options there are. I think this is actually new to the Director's Cut. The original does not have this. So my quirk will be twitchy. It's where I can never sit still, and I have my Coleman's times. I'm still jumping up and down, drawing my fingers on the table, stamping my feet. So I'm always doing something. So it actually give me minus 10% base chance to hit, but 20% base combat speed. But because I use bladed weapons, my base chance to hit will be pretty high, I think. So next up we have Sheila, for if you don't know, it's actually how I always name my female characters if I need to make a female character in some game. She is a Buddhist, Asian. She does not smoke. She's 24. And Shiraki was always obsessed with technology ever since she was a small child. Instead of dolls, she always requested tools to disassemble and reassemble things. She joined the Navy when she graduated high school and perfected her technological skills there. She's a valuable asset to the Rangers as she is their main mechanic. Her combat skills are fairly average, but there's yet a machine that is unfixable for this woman. So again, as you might realize from the description, is she is going to be more of the mechanics of repairing things, robots, computers, that sort of thing. So Shiraki will be very intelligent, again with all the mechanical repairs, so she will be our smartest character. Also good coordination, better awareness than me, so she can actually take point. In terms of combat, she will use assault rifles, a little bit of that, but here you can see she's good at computer science, mechanical repair, and toaster repair. Pretty much nothing here. She will actually get the delayed gratification, which actually until level 10 you will get one skill point to give out for each level up, and then after 11 you will actually get or have -1 skill point. So that actually does mean that she will grow at a faster rate than the others in the beginning, but again, because she's intelligent, I'm going to pump a lot of points into mechanical stuff. So this is Moto. He is one of the older ones of the group at age 31. He is African and Muslim. Give him a cool sort of like head wrap over here. He did not smoke before the war started, but now he smokes Red Rooster, and I also had in mind where he would now actually drink alcohol, where, for example, Muslims actually don't do that. I thought that the terrors, or the Wasteland had turned him to the bottle sometimes as well, though of course one thing that might actually happen with me choosing Muslim as a religion is that this character will refrain from drinking alcohol. I don't know if that's how it works. Anyway, here's the thing. By the way, if there are mistakes, like spelling mistakes in my biographies, then I apologize, but I'm not a native speaker, of course. But Moto owned his own clinic before the bombs fell. He was expected to follow in his father's footsteps and become a surgeon as well. He never actually liked studying medicine, as he felt that he was robbed of an opportunity to choose a job career on his own. But in the end, he was grateful, as his surgical skills proved very useful in the Wasteland. Though several members of the Rangers know a thing or two about medicine, Moto is the only one with surgical expertise. Moto has saved several fellow Rangers' lives multiple times already. So again, from the description there, you can already see that he's going to be our main medic. So here we have Moto skills. So he's also quite intelligent, good coordination, awareness, speed, but strength is his most thing. That's not necessarily, he's not a weapon expert, but he's just a very big built guy. His physique is very sportive, so doesn't know any weapon skills particularly though, but he is a surgeon, again, field medic. I don't know what I'm going to give him. I might actually give him shotguns as a weapon of choice, but he is also here. He's also the hard ass. So even though he's not an asshole, he can be quite intimidating. I'm imagining his voice being very deep and grumbly, so whenever we need to intimidate somebody, it's Moto who does that. Also, of course, gets that extra thing where he's a doctor, so he's kind of very serious about that stuff. Well, he's a surgeon. I mean, I've met some doctors, and some of the doctors were kind of like fucking assholes. So this is very easy. So this guy will actually get the misophobic. So Childe, you've been obsessed with keeping healthy, research stuff. And so, of course, that was because of Moto's father, pushing him into becoming a doctor like that. And because of this, he has a benefit when using healing items on others, but he cannot use healing items on himself. So his own thing there might become his downfall. You see, our group is almost complete, and now we go to the final character. And here we then have our final character, who is Jade, and she is 29. She does not have any religion, but she smokes sticks because of river sticks. I thought it was cool. for her because she is more of the combat specialist of the team. So Jade lost her parents in a car accident when she was only 4. She moved in with her grandmother, who raised her to be a proper lady, but her family was not wealthy, and the neighborhood she grew up in was notorious for its vicious gang violence. Someone broke into their house several times, and at the age of 11, Jade used the money she earned mowing lawns to take lessons in self-defense. This eventually led up to Jade mastering several weapons and sensing danger from afar before anyone else. This made her a natural-born leader. She is calm and tactical, but every now and then all the rage and tragedy builds up and is unleashed in a spectacle of blood. So basically what I mean with the rage and tragedy is all the shit that she has been through in life. She's the one that has the most rough life of all of the gang. And that does actually make her really focused and tactical and calm. But every now and again it becomes too much and she kind of loses it. There's actually also a quirk that's like that. So that's kind of plays in that very nicely. So here we have Jade, we have good speed, good intelligence, but again, awareness is the highest factor for her. Coordination also good, again, good leader, very well equipped with a sniper rifle, the highest one in terms of weaponry. Knowledge skills, again, alarm disabling. She's actually also pretty good at... Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go to this and go for lockpicking. The reason why is I actually was thinking about this earlier, where I, for example, gave 3 points to this, but what I thought about what I should have maybe done with the other characters, because, for example, Sheila cannot do all of the mechanical repair stuff that there is. And so I thought maybe instead of like putting 2 points or 3 points in a certain thing, maybe in the beginning I should just put 1 point in all of the skills that kind of fit their personality, and then work them out from over there. But since I said, like, you know, some of the characters know this a little bit more or know this a little bit more, I gave, for example, Jade 3 points into sniper rifles, where what I should have maybe done is give 1 point, and then when she levels up, put more points into that. You know, it's more role playing, but it's whatever, because what's now going to happen, for example, with this, is where I'm going to give Jade, when she levels up, I'm going to give her weapon smithing. As you know, she's very comfortable with weapons and knows a lot about that, but now she doesn't know it yet, so that's a little bit weird maybe that she might suddenly know about it. But anyway, leadership, she knows 1, so she knows lockpicking and alarm disabling. That's kind of her thing. Whenever she needs to get into somewhere, she will do it. And this is the repressed rage perk that she will, or quirk that she will have, where whenever she will get a critical chance or critical hit on her, she will have twice as damage and plus 25% to critical chance after that, but she cannot do normal critical hits. So again, that really flows well into the story I created for her, to where she's very calm, she's very tactical, doesn't do normal critical hits, but if she gets hit sometimes, you know, she flips out, you know, it all becomes a little bit too much for her, and she just, you know, fires off around her. So that's a very good one. So yeah, people, this is the team. This is the team of Rangers that will go on this massive, massive adventure. I hope you guys are excited. I am very excited. Let's get this thing started. Okay, so just a final thing. I actually did change up some stuff. I did what I talked about. So just a quick thing. So I took everything to like level 1 unless I found it necessary to change it. So since my character doesn't have anything too special, and I came here, my character already had lockpicking, so I changed that with Jade as well. So my character is the animal whisperer, just because I'm a hippie or something. I don't know. Still smart ass, bladed weapons, lockpicking. Then we have Sheila didn't change too much. Still mechanical repair, computer science, toaster repair as well, but also bartering. I figure that it would be kind of cool if she needs like new tools, new mechanical stuff. She's the type that visits markets quite often, and she barters then for some good deals. A lot of the markets know her. Moto changed a little bit as well. So hard-ass brute force as well, where he can actually take things down, like take walls down. Heavy weapons, again, he is a big muscular guy. He has also demolition. And again, this to me now makes more sense because now we establish the base skills that everybody knows, and we can develop them from now on. Like, again, it would be weird to, you know, say in the story he is a surgeon but not have surgeon at the start or something. And Jade, still alarmed, safe cracking now, weaponsmithing, what I was talking about, outdoorsman. So again, all these skills, again, sniper rifle went way down, but still, that doesn't really matter. So she has all the skills for a natural born leader. So with that, let's finally get going. We'll do seasoned.
What comes after the end? I don't know. Neither did they. They were just an army engineer battalion, constructing roads and bridges deep in the middle of the Arizona nowhere. They didn't know why Armageddon had come. They'd heard radio chatter about an attack on some space-based missile platform. But who had attacked it, or why? No one knew. What they did know is that the politicians and the generals had finally ended the world. Now, everything was gone. They took over a federal prison for a fort, kicked out the convicts, got busy starting from scratch. Maybe it was an act of mercy. Maybe they figured that the prisoners would die out in the harsh new world. Whichever, it came back to bite the engineers in the ass. Cultists, criminals, cannibals. They've been living with the fallout ever since. Good people had survived too, called for help in the night. And those engineers, those common soldiers, could not stand by and see them die. So they came out of their fort, and they helped the survivors defend their homes. And for that, they earned a new name, a proud name, the Desert Rangers. Now, Rangers, I know at times it seems our cause is hopeless. And I know it's hard to say goodbye to a brother in arms. But I want you to know something else. That no Ranger who dies in the line of duty will ever be forgotten. Nor will he have ever died in vain or unavenged.
That is where our story begins.
Thank you, recruits.
A stiff bearded man wearing a hard-worn ranger uniform and a battered old cowboy hat. General Vargas walks with a cane, but he's not helpless. He wears a burrow-handled revolver on his hip, and there are a lot of notches on the barrel.
I appreciate you coming to Captain Ace's retirement party when you hardly knew the man. Appropriate, too, seeing as how investigating his death will be your first duty as a desert ranger.
Voice might be a little bit low. I'll check that later. How did Ace die, sir?
Ace had been trying to locate a faint radio signal, which has lately been giving us cause for concern.